People don't hate you because you did something. They hate you because you remind them of something they've refused to face. You know the moment. A room full of familiar faces. A conversation that feels slightly off. Smiles that arrive a beat late. The subject changes the moment you speak. You leave puzzled. You replay the scene. You did nothing obvious, yet the distance is real. This is not paranoia. It is a pattern. A deep human pattern Carl Jung studied for decades. Once you see it, confusion fades. Not because it becomes easy, because you stop assuming the problem is you. Jung taught that everyone wears a persona. It is the mask we show the world. It is tidy and acceptable. It keeps us functioning. But there is another part. He called it the shadow. The shadow holds what we reject. Anger we hide. Envy we deny. Weaknesses we bury. Impulses we shame. The shadow is not evil. It is neglected material. It keeps returning. When someone or something brushes against it, the mind defends. The defense looks like hostility. It looks like dislike aimed at you. The uncomfortable truth is this. Becoming more aware makes you dangerous to some people. Growing makes you a target. Not because you attack them, because your presence forces them to feel something they avoid. Imagine you have spent years crafting a version of yourself. You rehearse the smiles. You polish your statements. You manage impressions. You keep the difficult parts out of view. Then someone enters the room who is calm and honest. They do not perform. They do not play the role. They seem to see through the performance. That person becomes a mirror. When a mirror appears, projection follows. Instead of turning inward, the mind attaches discomfort to the mirror. Suddenly you are arrogant. You are cold. You are judgmental. The labels are not about you. They relocate the discomfort away from the self. Once projection takes hold, people stop responding to you. They respond to what your presence stirs in them. You could be kind every day. It may not matter. They are reacting to their own reflection. Here are 7 common ways you trigger this quietly. First, you reflect what they avoid. If you change habits, gain discipline, or show steadiness, some will resent you. Your consistency highlights their avoidance. The response is sarcasm or dismissal. Cuts that add up. Second, you represent what they gave up on. People resent upward. They rarely resent someone who is struggling. They resent someone who completed what they imagined for themselves. A finished project, a leave taken, a degree earned can become a silent indictment. Diminishing you eases their discomfort. Third, you stop needing their approval. Many relationships depend on unspoken dependencies. One person seeks validation, and another supplies it. When you stop fishing for praise, the leverage vanishes. From their perspective, you have become distant or proud. They call it rejection because naming the real loss is harder. Fourth, you become unpredictable. Social routines rely on predictable reactions. If you no longer perform the expected response, the script collapses. No bait, no predictable apology, no emotional reward. That non-reaction is unsettling. It signals someone sees the game. Fifth, you refuse to maintain a comfortable fiction. Groups live on quiet agreements. Certain topics go unspoken. Certain behaviors are tolerated. When you decline to laugh, to look away, or to nod along, you break the agreement. The group protects the fiction. You become the problem. Sixth, you start to say no. Boundaries change dynamics. The person who always said yes made things easy for others. When you assert limits, those who benefited experience a loss. They rarely say I liked when I could lean on you. They say you've changed. The accusation hides the truth. The end of a one-sided deal. Seventh, you move forward and the gap shows. When you change, you create distance from those who did not. That gap asks a painful question. Why not me? When the question is unbearable, the mind shifts blame. Your growth becomes a judgment against their choices. Resentment follows. All these responses share a common thread. They are not about your behavior. They are reactions to psychological pressure. Your honesty presses on what others have pushed down. You cause discomfort by doing what is right. Jung called the healthy aim individuation. It means integrating the shadow. It means letting the persona relax. It means becoming more whole. This work is hard. It asks you to look at what you have hidden. It strips away the safety of everyone's approval. It is rare, and it unsettles people. What do you do when you recognize this pattern? Do not make yourself smaller to soothe others. Shrinking does not erase the mirror. It simply makes resentment familiar. Let some relationships evolve or end. That is not failure. It is honesty. Listen to feedback. Distinguish care from convenience. If someone kindly says you are distant, consider it. If someone withdraws when you set a boundary, understand this is information, not a verdict. Seek people who move toward you when you are honest. They exist. They respond to recognition, not convenience. They see you without the social script and they stay. Do your own shadow work. Notice where you project. Nobody is exempt. It is easy to spot projection in others and miss your own. The goal is integration, not performance. Over time, staying on this path changes your social field. Some friendships fade. New ones form. The relationships that remain are sturdier. They rest on mutual recognition, not avoidance. You also feel less exhausted. You stop performing. You stop calibrating to keep people comfortable. That relief is small and profound. This work is not about being liked. It is about being honest. Most of the distance you feel is not rejection of you. It is the discomfort of a mirror. When someone turns away, they are saying no to what they see, not to who you are. You remain a mirror,